10,000 miles from the United States, and somehow I landed in a city that felt just like Chicago. Now, I love Chicago, so I immediately knew I would love Melbourne. I spent my first day in Melbourne on foot, which in my book is the best way to soak up a city's energy. And I just happened to be overlapping my visit with the rugby tour of the British and Irish Lions. That's an all-star team of the best rugby players from England, Ireland, Wales, and Scotland who travel to a different rugby country every 4 years, along with 40,000 of their biggest fans. It immediately became clear to me that I needed to check something big off my list right before the first match.
So I need a jumper. I need a jacket. I'm partly here for work and seeing I'm here. I'm also going to go to a rugby match, of course. And I think I'm going to go get some Wallabies gear as a jumper. You do not want to be at a rugby match without having something, at least a home team on. At least, unless you're part of the visiting team, of course. But I'm neither in this case, so I'm going to go for the home team. Sorted. Lions tour. And, well, tonight they're not playing Australia. Saturday, Australia jersey, for sure.
Now that I was ready, I headed to Marvel Stadium, which is incredibly integrated right into the downtown of Melbourne. And I have to be honest, calling it a game doesn't exactly capture it. The atmosphere, the noise, the camaraderie among the fans who traveled from near and far, it really is a cultural experience. Next up, I headed north to Brisbane, where food immediately became my focal point. Here, I tried local oysters, fresh seafood, and stumbled upon an unexpected discovery. Savile Row, a whiskey bar that could now be one of my favorite watering holes in the world. Dark, cozy, perfectly curated. It's one of those rare spots that sticks with you, well, mostly because of the hangover. Somewhere in between the food and the drink, I was able to fit in a CrossFit workout with Royce Dunn, one of Australia's top athletes. Now, I train regularly and consider myself reasonably fit, but this session with Royce was humbling and challenging. I made a stopover at Brisbane's Culture Cafe for a taste of Australia's coffee culture.
Australia's got a long, long history of coffee dating back to when they first arrived here, but its real contribution is the avocado toast, which is what I've got right here. That showed up on the first menus in Sydney, I think, in 1993, so almost 30 plus years, both in Australia, but as a contribution, you can find avocado toast probably in every country around the world at some point. I'm excited to try this one. Let's give it a go.
It's arguably the country's greatest contribution to the global brunch scene. Back in Melbourne, I visited a wine shop with every type of wine imaginable from across Australia's wide and diverse wine region.
Oh, quality control. All right.
One of the true highlights of the trip was a cooking class with a team of Hark Enterprises, the big green egg distributor in Australia.
Anoint me. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
And you are in Melbourne.
We got our egg lit and started right in on the food. We made damper, an Australian bread from the settler days, cooked right over a fire.
Oh, we're in business here.
Handmade Aussie meat pies.
Yep.
Exactly how we want it.
Got the Dutch.
Yep, so the Dutch is pre-seasoned, so we're good to go. I'd throw half of that in, only half of it.
Half.
Yeah.
And we just,
We're basically just rounding off the beef. Yeah. Three for good luck. Give that a good stir around, and then we'll put that up indirect on the other side.
Yeah.
Close the lid on it for the first hour and a half, and then towards the end we'll open the lid off and just let it thicken up a little bit more.
Lamb backstraps.
Very, very easy dish to do.
Nice. Aussie barbecue ready.
Chips, or french fries, with chicken salt. And of all things, a berry pavlova.
Nice and straight.
Nice and straight. Don't mess it up here. I got it. This is beautiful, man.
Yes, you can also make that on a big green egg, and it turned out delicious.
This is really coming together well.
Smells delicious.
Let's do a little taste test here on how the beef is coming apart.
So our damper is both beautiful and ready. And why do I know it's ready? A baker friend of mine taught me this. You hear that? It sounds hollow inside. That means this thing's ready to go. It looks great.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
A crunch on the bottom. Where's my baking partner? Where do you
He's
go?
gonna come down
A little dense in the middle, but it's still good. All right, so how would the traditional little cream, little berry? Is that
Yep,
the...
and a little bit of cream and a little bit of jam.
Still, huh? That one's good.
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
Okay, let's pour this in. Oh, look at this. This is the stuff right here. Oh, the gravy. This is going to be the insides of the most wonderful Aussie meat pie, at least
it.
I've ever had. But a number, I mean, maybe even you've ever had.
Probably.
So obviously this is going to thicken up a little bit because we want it thick to get into our pastry. But what we really want is this to be able to, and just look here, how this just pulls apart. That's exactly what we're looking for. We want that real soft consistency in the beef, almost like a pot roast. And it's chuck, right? So it's perfect for this kind of disintegrated flavor. It's been about 2 hours on the egg, just basting in the wonderful velvety goodness. I'm really excited about this.
On the area, stop. Bit of paper. Should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, so we'll leave them in there for about 20 minutes and come and check on them afterwards.
So this is ready to go with two marinades going here. One we did with this Australian lamb seasoning. The other just salt, pepper, and garlic. And we're gonna try both. Perfectly cooked through to a medium, you can tell, with a little bit of, as we get closer into the middle, a little bit rarer. This is exactly what we want. That looks delicious. Okay, this is with the value of being the guy that cuts it with nobody else around. You get this piece that nobody else even knows even existed. Oh, how you doing? We've got one cut, now we're gonna go with the other, the salt and pepper. Just give this a cut across. I like that. Hey, what's that over there? Salt and pepper. Like, well, maybe a little too much salt. Just I think we'll probably get a little bit of the marinade off it, but also delicious. And we'll let the crowd decide. Look at the perfect little scoring there. Okay, who's up for some backstraps? These are chips with chicken salt. So these are just chips, potato chips, and these kind of a wide cut, kind of similar kind of you'd expect for chips like fish and chips or anything. But the chicken salt is, I think, chicken broth, bouillon cube, and salt. You already buy it pre-mixed, but if I had to guess, that's what I'm guessing, because tasting one, that's exactly what it tastes like. And this is another little Aussie flavor bomb. Potato cake, which looks like a mashed piece of potato, flattened out, battered and fried. Also kind of a staple of Aussie cuisine. I would do the chips again. This one I'd wait for a late night recovery. Oh boy, my first pie.
Fantastic. And that's looking pretty good. One more for good luck. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
That's right.
All right.
Very good. Looking great. So we're going to pop the lid on that and crank that up to about 220 degrees Celsius. Let that pastry puff up and it should be good to go.
All right, chef, way to go, way to go. We're in
Looking
business.
good.
Let's see how
All
it
we're going to
comes
do
out.
is wait for the results now.
Oh boy, that meringue is looking beautiful. It's got some crusty ledges, almost some layers. Now this is the tricky part. You know what I'm gonna do, rather than try to mess around getting this off, I'm gonna take the whole pizza stone off.
And that'll make it easier when it's time. We'll just pop that thing off. Let's bring this inside and get it ready to serve as dessert. Oh boy, my first one. Enough whipped cream. It's time to pop the berries. I got the cream on. This is our base over, and it didn't collapse my pavlova, which was a big stress point. I'm gonna basically create some cherry posts here and then fill in with the strawberries and raspberries. Snowy goodness. I think our pies are ready. We've been tracking this guy. They've been on for about 20 or 30 minutes. It's puffed up. We've set a little slot, and I think we're ready to go. Give it a little burp. Ooh boy, this looks like meat pie. Look at that golden brown around the sides. A nice little crust there. These guys are ready to get off. Let's take them off the egg. And I don't think there's anything as Australian as pie and pavlova. Look at that, bucketed together. You got entree, main, and dessert all in one. All done on the big green egg. What a great Aussie class on for the Road to 50 Cuisines. Very exciting. Okay, we're cutting, listen to the crunch. The plate, the pavlova. This looks, ooh, amazing. Cooked all the way through. The baking, let's give that a twirl. Look at that, boom. Who brought the pav? I brought the pav. Okay, let's cut these in some slices and serve this thing away. I'm happy I could be in Australia to check off another cuisine on the road to 50. The next day, I was looking to meet an old rugby buddy for a coffee and a pastry. Based on his recommendation, Loon Bakery delivered what may be the best I've ever had. And that's not a statement I make lightly. This almond croissant. Look at this chocolate croissant. This has lived up to the billing with the coffee culture here. Can't be beat. I will recommend Loon croissants to anybody I go to anywhere in the world. Come back.
I've eaten my share of almond croissants in Paris, New York, and everywhere in between. And this croissant may just well have ruined all future almond croissants for me going forward.
Phil took me to, I think, the best croissant place I've ever been in the world. Thank you, Phil. Way to go. Loon, when you're in Melbourne, bring it. Riding the bike. This is Melbourne. This is amazing city. Riding bikes all over. The river behind me. Don't kill myself. Okay.
Rugby made another appearance at the tail end of my trip, this time with the British and Irish Lions facing the Australian national team.
Okay, I made it to the main event. The Lions versus the Wallabies. What an audience. There's some people.
Australia came heartbreakingly close, but fell just short, though they did find their redemption the following weekend, which softened the blow for the proud host nation. My final stop before heading home was Sydney. I spent time at Manly Beach, just north of the harbour. It's a beautiful spot and shows how casually Sydney integrates urban life and the relaxed beach culture that Australians are known for. My last meal was dinner at an exceptional Thai restaurant named Pork Fat. The larb was deeply satisfying, very authentic, also modernized to fit the discerning palate of one of the world's best foodie destinations. As I prepared for the long flight back over the Pacific, I was full, tired, and strangely, already missing Australia, and I hadn't even left yet. The sports, the food, the natural beauty, the casual and inclusive nature of the people have all left their mark on me. I'm already looking forward to my return.